Well, hey guys, welcome to today's video where today I'm going to be taking out the BMW RnineT Scrambler. I'm down at my local dealership, Motorrad Weihe, if any of my local subscribers are around this area. Amazing dealership. This is where I bought my bike. I'm very happy with the place, absolutely amazing dealership, great customer service, very friendly, and they've kindly loaned me this for today. So we're going to be doing a review on this bike over the next sort of couple hours, so stay tuned and I'll take you through it in just a sec. So here she is, guys, the BMW RnineT Scrambler. Amazing looking machine, fairly retro. This is what I need in my garage. I need something, I've been toying with the idea for ages for retrodizing, is that even a word? Something retro in my garage. And this would be sort of fairly on the top of the list. Awesome bike for 2017. One of the mirrors is loose though. So we are riding on the Scrambler. Same boxer engine that comes out of the GS. 1200cc boxer engine. This has slightly been detuned. It doesn't kick out quite as much as the GS, so we're talking 110 brake horsepower with 85 foot-pounds of torque. But plenty on a bike this size. That's going to do my head in. Might have to stop and sort that out. Great sounding exhaust on this. This is the stock Canon. You can get an Arrow from them. I think they do Arrow. Is it an Arrow? I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it's an Arrow you can get from BMW. But to be honest, this is pretty meaty as is. Yeah, so they've been kind enough to give me this bike for the next couple hours or so to take it for a little test ride to see what I think of it. As I said, down at Motorrad Weihe is my local dealership, which is in sort of Bad Oeynhausen, Lerner. As I said, for any of my local subscribers that want to get down and check it out. Brilliant dealership. For me, it's not just about the bike. It's all about customer service at the end of the day. Prime example is that I had on my last bike, which is my Tiger 1050, which I love the bike, but the dealership was absolutely shite. You got to be happy at your dealership, and I'm so at home at Motorrad Weihe. Great place to go. I even stop off there after a day's work, stop off for a coffee, have a look around, chat with the guys. The customer service is amazing, and they've been so helpful with my bike when it had the cams issue, and BMW itself gives great customer service, so do check out their stuff if you're in the area, or if you do live around here and you're watching my videos, then get yourself down there if you haven't already done so. Yeah, so I'm out on this now for a couple hours to do a bit of a review on it. Just a sort of a first impressions. I've never ridden this bike before. Some people do say you can't review a bike after just riding it for an hour, but at the end of the day, first impressions on every bike is key. The first impressions can make or break a deal on buying a bike. So the first impressions are, when you stood next to it, does it look nice? That's obviously a major point before even considering a bike. Does it look nice? Is it comfortable to sit on? Does it handle well? Does it inspire confidence when you're riding it? Does it make you feel nice? And if the answer to the first impressions on some of those questions is no, then you know, that can put you off that bike. So although I do agree with you know, doing reviews or a long-term review or even a short-term review, you can't actually test everything that you want to on a bike, but first impressions are key. Yeah, so this is the Scrambler model, slightly different from the R19 obviously. With regards to suspension, this bike's a little bit higher than the R9T and doesn't have the upside down forks which the R9T standard bike has. This has kind of got a right side up setup and a slightly sort of lower budget suspension on this bike. I think on some models on the standard R9T you can get all-in suspension, which you can't on this. But this thing looks amazing. I mean, it's got a steel tank. It doesn't come with an aluminium tank that you get on the R9T, so it is a bit sort of low budgeted. But it's all about this Boxster engine on this thing. It sounds so cool and it's so rock solid. Boxster engines, I love them. I never used to sort of really like them. I always used to be put off by, you know, how much the cylinder heads stick out, but got used to that over time and now I love the things. Not much on board on this. It comes with heated grips and just your normal trip info settings. It's fairly sort of basic with regards to that sort of setup. No electronics package on this, so no riding modes, etc. Standard speedo, sort of a analog speedo that you've got on there, where you just do your normal info, your trip counter, etc. Does come with a steering damper on the base or the middle of the forks, which is a good thing to have. This actual engine isn't quite the same as the GS, as I said, with regards to power output, and this is actually liquid. Correction, this is air cooled. So this is the Boxster engine that they had before, not liquid cooled but air cooled on this bike, and the same on the standard R9T. So not liquid cooled on this bike. Just I didn't know that either, to be honest, but until checking it out a few weeks ago. But first impressions for me, very nice. So obviously a completely different ride to what I'm used to, although it's balanced well. It does have a heavy Boxster engine which is low down, so fairly flickable. But what's good about these bikes is how they look. These things look amazing. I love a lot of the retro bikes that are coming out at the moment. They seem to be, most manufacturers are going big on their retro variants. So as soon as we find a nice place where I can park up, we'll have a good look round her, just to show you the bike itself and to see what you think. So there she is. Look at that for a thing of beauty. Love the pipes, great sound on those stock cans, and I think they work well with the bike, the looks wise. As I said, a bit taller than the standard R9T with your right side up forks. As I said, slightly a lower budget than the all-ins that the other R9T comes with. But I think she looks fantastic. I mean, look at that seat. That matches that bike perfect. First impressions of the seat, I thought it was probably going to be uncomfortable, but it's really not. The seat is very good actually. So yeah, but the work that's gone into that looks awesome with the brown leather. Obviously shaft drive, no chain on this bike, which is standard on most of the sort of Boxster engines. Pack in the Brembos on the front, which are really good. Very good brakes, very powerful. So that's pretty awesome. I mean, look at it, that is so smart. I need something like that in my life. Knobbly tyres on this one. You can take it off-road. How comfortable I'd be taking one of those off-road, I couldn't say. Obviously that'd come at a later stage if you did want it to off-road it. I mean, obviously you can. How good it would be off-road, I can't say, but but very well finished. Look with the BMW emblem there in the headlight. It looks nice. It definitely looks the business. I'll just fire it up now and let you hear the exhaust when it's packed out. Let me just put it back in neutral. Does it even have a neutral light? Yes. Just come around this side. That sounds awesome, awesome. Clutch lever is pretty smooth, so happy with that. Adjustable as well, and the brake lever is also adjustable. That's one thing that I didn't like so much on my S1000XR, is that the clutch lever wasn't adjustable, but it is on this bike. And to be honest, how it is now, I think it's how many, 5 adjustable settings on the clutch lever. Probably the same maybe on, yes, 5 on the brake lever. Yeah, so there she is. What a sweet ride. I didn't adjust the mirror. What a conker. Throttle mapping, throttle response is quite snatchy. Can catch you off guard if you're not paying attention. But like anything, you'd get used to that, no problem. No gear indicator on it, so you have to watch what you're doing. Oh, a tunnel, a tunnel! Well, unfortunately my time has come to an end on this beautiful machine, and I'm on the way back to Motorrad Weihe. What a bike, what a bike. Had some great fun on this for a couple hours. Get enough of this exhaust. I like how when you rev it as well, the bike sort of knocks. Awesome. Lets you know you got a bit of power between your legs. Warning light. What's that? Fuel? Oh, probably run out of fuel. God. Is that one of them muck spreaders? Keep my distance. Boy, it stinks. I'm going to be sick. Don't want to get hit in the face with some liquid shit. Yeah, so if you're ever in the area, Nordrhein-Westfalen, just down the road from Bad Oeynhausen, Motorrad Weihe. Here we go. Great dealership, as I said. Awesome service. Awesome bunch of guys that work here. Great workshop. The guys in the tech workshop, awesome blokes, know their stuff. Parked it in the retro line. Look at that. That is awesome. Gonna have to get a go on that. And the normal RnineT. Catch you next time.